Okay. We are live. Just gonna make my social posts.
Yep.
There goes the cursor again.
Okay. Who still has the inspiration after that combat?
I definitely use mine.
I do not.
I still have mine.
Same.
If only I could use inspiration to make my spell DC higher.
Is that what? 14?
Oh, I think that would be generous, but let me double check.
What I see here says 14.
Okay.
I appear to have my mouse locked, so I don't know.
Welcome to BluePopStream.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scourge of the Dragon Sea. Which of my lovely players would like to tell me what happened last week?
I think Simon's asking that in-game.
Well, this can be in character or out of character, whatever people prefer right now.
I'll let someone else do it this time.
I guess I'll give a crack at it. There was a conversation between Kai, Ithvuk, and Barry about what Kai had seen during his little journey as a rat. And this led to the rage and anger of Barry and the consequent searching of rooms until we found the room with a picture of her mother, and along with some explanation from the old lady with the broom, we got further angered and decided that we needed to confront Mr. Razorgums right away. From there, we kind of barged in surprised and had ourselves an epic boss battle. During the battle, the Razorgum seemed to have transformed into some fantastic darkness of himself, and we consequently were able to bring him down after crashing the chandelier on top of his head. And then we are now standing around wondering what to do.
That was great. Does anyone else have a little more detail to add to that?
He murdered Antoine.
That did happen. This is true.
Antoine is dead. We discovered that there is a slim chance he'll be alive. And we just left Simon probably extremely confused.
To say the least.
Okay. Sure. Kai, go ahead and give yourself inspiration there.
Ooh, yay.
Have I saved it? Okay. Alright, now, Itchy, I do realize there was one NPC I might need you to put on screen, so I'm going to send that to you right now.
Okay.
Anyway, so just a refresher for everyone watching and everyone here. We've got the large chair that kind of looks like a throne here. There's a mirror. There's the now crashed to the floor chandelier that is essentially a giant ship's anchor in the center here, right in the middle. The long table on the side, doors, etc., etc. What would people like to do? Go.
Simon is going to restate what he asked at the end of the last episode and confront everyone and asking, what the hell was that?
And I'm gonna go check on the body of Antoine and see if there's anything that can be done there.
There's 2 pieces of him.
Okay.
Games.
So like a revivify wouldn't work at this point.
No, Revivify doesn't restore lost limbs.
If you pull it back, he just immediately die again.
Yeah. it would, the spell would happen, but then you would need to cast it again.
We're gonna need a lot of tape.
Unfortunately. Is anyone going to answer Simon?
You got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
We had this whole plan where we were gonna fucking infiltrate them and rise up the ranks and find an advantageous time and position to strike and learn what we can about the people we're trying to save. But no, y'all just beat in the door and kick his ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start rifling through the Pirate King's clothes, looking for anything mother related to see if he has any notes or books on him.
I just love the term mother related.
It is wonderfully vague. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
There's no one here, and we found out he may have killed her.
There's a lot of blood. You do find a key. Not similar to your pendants, but like a key that would actually go in like a door's lock.
Okay.
So sorry, what was that Itfix said? You cut out again?
We found out he may have killed her mother, and none of the people we are looking.
Well, I'll tell you what I found out. I found out that he definitely killed everyone in my village.
Oh, good. Now he's dead.
We don't know that he killed my mother. He used her for some sort of sacrifice. She might not be dead. And I need to find out if she's alive or not. I'm gonna get up since I'm not having any luck with his fucking body. I'm gonna go to like the 2 doors back here. I guess I'll go to this one first. On the right.
Sure.
Yeah, game spots.
We could have found out all this other ways. I broke my lifelong sobriety for the sake of this mission, and now it means nothing.
Well, think of it this way. It'll make it easier to drink to forget later.
Let's do the same thing. We can drink together once this is all done.
As you walk past the mirror, you realize it's not showing you. That door's supposed to be locked. Marcus. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Non-canon. Didn't happen.
Just
Yeah,
like
you saw nothing. Whoopsie, did I get in here? Yeah.
This mirror here,
Yeah,
the one I just
it
walked
is. Yeah, you don't see yourself in it as you walk past. You notice out of the corner of your eye.
past. What do I see?
You see a figure sitting in an armchair with a goblet of a red liquid in hand. The shoulders and face are in shadow. You can't make out any details there. They appear to be quite well dressed as well. You also see runes around the edge of the mirror's frame.
Are the rest of us seeing this?
She noticed because she's close to it. She can let you guys know if she would like to.
Something weird is going on with this mirror. I don't know.
Simon is
keep going to the door.
Simon is confused because he definitely tried to examine it while we were talking earlier, but he's gonna. Now that we have a time to actually examine stuff, I guess I will approach it and examine it.
Same.
Simon. As you approach it, you hear a voice in your head that sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. And the voice says, "Well done."
Did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
I just heard someone say "well done," and I look and I like squint into the mirror.
Well, it doesn't look like anyone's cooking nearby.
You do have vision. You see Simon, and I guess Kai now. You see the figure stand from their armchair and approach the mirror. They raise the goblet towards you, and as they approach as well, their face comes out of the shadow. And Itchy, that image that I just sent you, could you put that on screen?
They are
And
now
I'll share
visible.
it in. Sorry?
They are now visible on
Cool.
the overlay.
Awesome. And I'm going to put it in Discord here. This individual raises the goblet to the screen, like to the mirror, as if in toast, takes a drink, and then waves a hand, and the mirror becomes a normal mirror again.
So they're just gone?
As far as you are aware. You also notice as the other image fades, the runes around the edges had been glowing and are now no longer.
Alright. A little creepy.
I guess, can I make an arcana check to see if I can learn anything by examining them more closely?
You can.
Alrighty. Not bad.
Okay. You take some time to sort of study the runes. And you see some that mean message or communication along those lines. Also shadow and link. Link, chain, connection.
Alright, so it seems like these runes use this mirror as a method of connecting to somewhere dark, perhaps shadowy in nature, for at least the purposes of communication, I imagine. I'm not sure what other uses beyond that, but that's everything I can figure out.
Kai, could you also give me an Arcana check? Because you were one of the two who studied around the pit. A couple of these runes are similar to the ones you saw around the pit. Shadow or darkness or whatever, especially.
Okay, so I did see some of these around the pit in the room next door. There might be a connection between the two, I'm not sure.
Simon.
Well,
Simon is. This is despite how much we've talked about this pit in the game overall. I think this is Simon's first time hearing about any pit, so he's gonna cock an eyebrow and go, "Excuse me, pit?"
Oh yeah.
Hit. Over
yeah, it's
here.
behind those doors there.
You guys have been busy.
We searched the entire place, man.
Whilst you were busy.
Further, just so you all know as well, some of those symbols that were on the pit and now on this mirror are also in this journal. Now hold it up. That's how I knew what some of them meant.
Interesting.
Oh.
So there's probably some degree of a connection here. And I'm gonna bend down and grab Antoine's dagger and place 2 gold coins over his eyes.
Okay, nice.
Interesting.
Cool. I will. Did I finish? I did not finish statting that out, so I'll stat that out and put it on on your sheet. Yeah, shall work on that right now and eventually get there.
I am gonna double check Razor Gum's body for any clues or more items that he has on his person.
Searching for anything non-motherly.
Yes.
Give me an investigation check.
And I'm going to attempt to unlock this door now.
Sure. Give me a
Oh,
lockpick check.
that looked like it was almost a 20.
Like thieves' tools check. Barry has a key and walked up to a door, presumably to try the key. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Your key fits in that lock.
Oh shit. Okay. I open it.
Oh, damn.
You don't quite get it. It doesn't like break in the lock or anything, but like you spend a couple minutes picking at this lock and nothing.
Alright, still kind of drunk, guys. Sorry.
I mean, try the key in the other door. The one that just worked.
Okay, that
yeah,
door
I guess
is
I'll
for you.
I'll toss it the key to see if he wants to try it on the other door. But in the meantime, I'll go through this one.
Alright. Then I guess I'll try it on this door. Does it work?
The key also fits there.
Figures.
Oh, is it one big room in here?
Or it's just one key for several doors.
There you go. Barry, you find yourself in a pretty Spartan bedroom. You see, a wall on the far side, a doorway leading. I'm gonna say that's west, a doorway leading east, and then a double bed and a table in the corner. On the table are a book and then a handful of loose papers. Gift book. You're a happy rogue right now.
Guys, I found treasure.
This looks like a treasure store, a treasury of some sort.
Are these chests locked?
No, they're not. You find a lot of gold. Let's roll. Let's see. Really, gotta love it when you roll 2 dice and get exactly the same number on both. Gotta love hitting that 1 in 400 chance.
Yep.
Okay, that's better. You find 26. Well, you found a lot of gold, and you have to take some time to count it. Along with some smattering of other values of coins, but there's a lot of coinage. You find several gems, a few things that look like they might be like particularly valuable objects outside of that. Yeah, you're a happy rogue right now.
Hey guys, come in here. I'm probably gonna need some help carrying all this.
Adema, you hear the sound of feet coming from like outside.
A lot of feet? A couple centipede feet?
Give me a perception check.
Probably the feet of his men.
Never heard of them.
Nah, he ain't have no men.
Does it
How
sound
can you
like
have men when you're dead?
the question is,
That's
are they
not
coming
working.
towards us or running away from us? We did chase off a couple.
That's a good question. Give me a perception check, Adema.
I'm working. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've got like 90 windows. Hang on.
Close your tabs.
I was trying to press the perception button. I'm like, why isn't it working? Because it was on another window, and there's just like 60 of them now.
Oh
A bit of lag going on there. Did it roll? I did the thing.
There's one. Okay. It does sound like they are headed in your direction. You can't quite tell how far away, but you do hear footsteps in your direction.
So Dana is going to shout down that hallway. Quickly now! Someone's murdered Razorgum!
Okay. Cool. Presumably also as, like, to alert the rest of your party that people are coming.
Yeah, that would help.
I was gonna say I don't know if we want to maybe like, do we want to claim that we're the new rulers now that he's dead? Do we want to take that route?
We'll find that out depending on how many guys run through here.
Okay. Now, Kai, you made a decent investigation check.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm sorry. Everyone's doing different things. Sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say I wanted to look at the pit room, but I held off because I know everyone's doing stuff.
You find a small dagger with like runes on it that almost looks like it might be ritualistic. And he still has the scabbard that his sword had been in, as well as his flintlock pistol. Oh, and actually a small pouch of some kind of powder.
I grab it all.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, if you want to put a note on your character sheet of those things, that would be great.
The tigers. Did I see him pick those things off? Did we else? I don't know how public he's being about what he's rifling through.
Would he talk? Or are you trying to hide that you're grabbing these things, Kai?
No.
So
Cool.
I'm gonna see that dagger and mention that's probably involved in whatever ritualistic magic is going on here. There's a runic pit, a runic mirror. I heard something about mothers disappearing. Some sort of arcane nonsense has been going on here. That much is becoming steadily apparent.
Understood.
So, as much as I'd like to go and look at that pit over there, if we are about to be confronted by some people, we should probably deal with that first.
Hearing a
You might wanna- Oh, go ahead.
Hearing a damn shout, I'm going to walk over here and try to motion to get people to come into this room so I can lock the door behind us.
3 pirates come running into the room.
And then I just attempt to hide behind the door so they can't see me.
Give me a stealth check. You see they run in and just like stop. They do not currently have weapons in hand. Fucking rogues, dude.
It's what they do.
Oh, I know. My first 5th edition class was rogue. I know. Yeah.
Oh, Dama's the one who shouted out at them. I'm gonna leave this to you.
What's happened?
What are you standing around for? You see he's obviously turned into a beast. Grab some mops and clean this up. There's work to be done.
Give me a persuasion check with
Mop
advantage.
up your dead captain already!
We all knew this was gonna happen. Just look at him. There's no man left in him to be.
We tried telling him not to beast out, but he wouldn't listen. He got too drunk.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yeah, this... All 3 of them immediately leave again. Say, yeah, mops, yes, and buckets, and yup. Yeah, they head off around, like, elsewhere.
No question.
That's the thing about
Does
pirates,
anyone
boys. They
watch them
respect your
leave?
confidence.
Does anyone watch them leave?
I think
Yeah,
Simon.
coordinate the cleaning effort.
I think Simon's watching with his jaw agape, just dumbfounded that worked.
You would then also see Mystaria come limping in, saying, "What?" She's holding that wound in her midsection, and her two crewers, like her two officers that were with her, follow as well. You did it.
Simon just throws his arms
Well
wide.
done.
I guess.
I see. She notices Antoine's body and so I guess not entirely unscathed.
No, not quite.
I'm gonna start scooping treasure up.
Sure. She turns to this guy and says, "See that we're not disturbed. Check the other rooms, get everyone back in here." He says, "Yes, Captain," and starts heading, checking the other doors.
Just be careful, the guys we just sent for mops.
She
And then he points it at him.
She gives you a look that is one of those "I don't know if you're serious" kind of looks.
And then he points at Edema.
Look, I don't know what he turned into, but I don't want it festering up the place. This is not a bad fortress, if you're being honest.
It has been quite effective, yes. She starts like slowly walking down like this sort of center aisle, and making her way around the carpet.
Just real quick, in response to the, it is certainly a good fortress, it's been effective. I think Simon's gonna respond with, "Is it though? We got in."
We were invited.
God damn it, this is gonna be confusing as shit. Fuck. No. Just like, I used the same base creature for 2 NPCs, and the tokens I didn't change when I wanted them to change. So I'm gonna have to keep it straight who's who. Anyway.
You could register one as concentrating on a spell. Use that to identify one.
Ooh, that. Or yeah, just put an icon of some sort.
Yeah.
Sure, that guy can have burning.
He's hot.
It now sounds like the whole fortress is a flurry, like a whole hive of activity. That's the word I wanted to use.
No one can find the mop.
Yeah. Barry, did you close the door behind you?
I don't. I guess maybe when I heard the guards coming in, I am pretty low health right now, I will say. So maybe I did, and then I
Cool.
would have been looking at the papers and book on his desk.
Sure. The book has it. How do I wanna? It doesn't have anything that looks quite like actual like language written as if to tell a message at all on it. You see diagrams. You see again more arcane runes, but nothing really makes sense as if someone were to just sit down and read a book. The papers have, like, some of them are messages from captains, like reports on, you know, their last voyages, whatever. You see one that is almost like a record of you know, accounts payable kind of thing. Not accounts payable. Like keeping track of what his share of everyone's treasure take.
A ledger.
That's it. Thank you. Ledger was the word I was looking for. And it does seem like this guy ran a pretty tight ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Ithvik, roll me a d10 real quick. Actually, suppose I should also describe some of the items that I told you are here. Cool. You have. What's your carry weight? And how much weight are you currently carrying?
Good question.
There is quite a bit of currency in this room.
I accidentally created that.
15, 6, 20, 36, 46, 7, 9, 51, 53, 54, 60, 70, 73, 80 pounds.
Okay, and what's your strength score?
Yeah, I have
Your
average.
max carry weight is 150 pounds. After all of this time, you've probably managed to, God damn it, see, the like realist in me wants to say, how many pouches do you have? Like, what kind of bag do you have? God damn it, I'm gonna check the player's handbook real quick. See what, because you have a basic backpack, right?
I have a backpack and a pouch.
And a pouch, okay. I'm so lots of fun watching people look up containers.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna need some help with here, guys. There's a lot in here.
Do you say that in character?
Yes.
You hear Mystaria call back. Why don't you come out here with us?
I don't think so. This is ours. We killed him.
Dima is going to shuffle through the group next to this little doorway here to say under his breath, look, we've got a bag of holding and we've got plenty of crew members who want to load it on whatever ship we name. Just get out here.
Fine.
If anyone goes for the door, you slit them behind the knee, understand?
Jesus.
Of course. There's another door in there, though.
I was joking, but you agreed to that so readily.
Is that really surprising?
I didn't let anyone take it.
Does this not say anything about, like, backpack or rucksack or anything? There's a sack, but that's not quite what you have. His backpack isn't... Oh, it's right there. I'm just blind.
I have backpack and pouch in my inventory. Backpack says can hold 1 cubic foot or 30 pounds of gear.
What is 1 cubic? Freaking math, guys.
Pouch can hold up to 6 pounds of gear.
Foot of...
Bag of holding can hold up to 500 pounds and 64 cubic feet. We can make this happen.
Yeah, the bag of
Just
holding
give it
is
a second.
big.
Yeah, we have a solution. I don't think it's necessary to worry about
I don't
right
think.
now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we need to math this out quite this second.
Valid.
I'm looking at my character and I am apparently already over my capacity.
What's your strength score?
Mine?
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. 8. Yeah, your max carry weight is 15 times that, so 120 pounds.
Yeah, I need to drop some shit.
This is why I don't worry about carry weight. As long as it's not something ridiculous like trying to carry the chair.
a second, I forgot that I was wearing heavy armor. I'm like, why do I have 15 strength?
Because you're a cleric that gets Maraca armor. You clank as you walk, my friend.
Oh, I had no intentions of being stealthy. With that and the storms, they better hear me coming.
Don't need that.
Okay. I will give this item to Ithvik. Did that not work? Motherfucker. There we go. The dagger that you took off of Antoine's body is in your inventory, Ithvik.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. All right. So Barry's in that room. Cool. The first mate pokes his head in and says, "Oh, hello there. Could you come out here, please?" This guy is taller than you are, bald, broad. He a big boy. Barry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The first mate has asked you to come back into the main room here.
God damn it. There's other rooms in here. There's other doors in here, right?
There's a door here,
Yeah.
a door here that you can see.
Can I have put the book inside, like, my bag? Can I have just taken
Sure.
it?
You
Okay.
did that.
Alright, and then I come back out, I guess.
Sure. They closed that door, yes. Okay. Astaria walks up this way. She's still not looking particularly in the best of health.
Do we have any healing spells left we could spare?
It wouldn't do anything, my friend. We checked on that already.
And I'd rather use my healing spells on Barry.
Mystaria stands, like, kind of leans on one arm of the chair here. She says, I must congratulate you all on a job well done. I imagine that was not a particularly easy fight.
Nope.
What are your plans now?
Well,
Take his head, take our loot, and leave. As far as I'm aware, anyway.
Look for the prince.
I need to
Perhaps
find
investigate a little further for Barry's ma.
out what happened to her.
and possibly undo whatever weird arcane voodoo he's done, if possible.
And hopefully we've already freed the dragon turtle.
Yes, that is a hope indeed. You hear this door rattle a bit.
Oh shit, they found the mops.
And then shortly after, you hear Danny's voice. What's going on in there? Why is this door shut?
Great question,
And
Astoria.
locked.
Oh, that's Danny. I think we can let her in. She's cool. I think.
Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, still good.
She looks at you She says, if things are to get hairy, what would you do? You notice one of her hands is lingering by one of the pistols on her belt.
I mean, we've just been through the ringer combat-wise, so I don't know how much more fighting we could do in an immediate sense. But I mean,
You hear
she helped us get in
banging
here.
on the door again. You see, Staria nods to this individual down here, who opens the door. Danny comes charging in with her first mate and Tumas. You see Danny has one of her pistols drawn. Says, what's happened? And she quickly takes in the scene. It's like, oh, you killed him. Yeah, Staria, that is not your chair.
Oh, was she actually trying to sit in the chair?
The girls are fighting.
She hadn't sat in it, but she's like leaning on one of the arms.
Oh.
Vistaria responds with a, as you can see, I am weak and I just need support.
There were plenty of closer chairs to the door you came in, lady.
How would she respond to that? She ignores you. You see, like, her hand is resting on the grip of one of her pistols.
I'm gonna reach behind me and grab my guns as well. Carefully, making sure no one notices immediately, but I'm just getting ready for shit to go down.
Yeah.
Now, ladies, I can tell that everyone's hungering for the throne at this point since the leader's just been deposed, but let's calm down and think rationally for a few minutes before we devolve into combat again.
Aye, if there's gonna be combat, I think both the combatants should be in fitting fighting form, wouldn't you say so, Miss Doria?
Danny says, I don't want to fight, but the pirate lords decide who sits in that chair.
Sure, but that doesn't have to be decided this second, does it?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not her chair.
If I may, who would the pirate lords be exactly?
Give me actually a history check, I guess.
I was gonna say, we heard about the king of the lord of pirates, whatever title he had, but I don't know if any of us have heard of others.
Did I join that one?
Yeah, especially because I'm from the Siren Sea. I don't know shit about the Dragon Sea.
Yes, Itfik.
Should I roll two?
Not a bad roll.
There are usually 8 pirate lords who are like particularly respected pirates who vote to select the sort of leader of all of the pirates. Yeah, you wouldn't know, like with a 14 there, you wouldn't know the specific identities of anyone yourself. Yeah. Danny also puts a hand on her pistol, and you see her 2 crewmen that are with her also have not drawn weapons, but like hands are ready to draw weapons. Vistaria says,
Do I have time to put a cure wounds on Barry?
you absolutely can. No one is going to stop you.
Perfect.
Mystaria says, Simon, you and your crew should probably leave unless you want to be caught up in this. She says this without looking at you as well.
2 + 4 is 6 hit points, Barry.
Thank you.
I think it's safe to say we're firmly involved at this point. I don't know what anyone else wants to do, but if there's going to be some sort of clamor for power going on here, I think it'd be in everyone's best interest if it's done fairly.
I said what I said. What's behind this door belongs to us.
I don't care about the power, but I'm not leaving until I find out what happened to my mother. So you guys do what you want.
Yeah, we're not quite, like, we haven't quite finished everything we were doing in here yet.
Like, could you guys, like, wait a half an hour?
Come back in an hour.
Let's not forget we need proof of the kill.
I mean, we got the dagger.
Does that count? Is that proof enough, or shall we bring his head?
I mean, I stuck my sword through his throat. Like, his head's probably nearly already gone.
I'm not touching it, I'm just saying.
I'll carry it if we have to.
Speaking of bodies, where are those damn boys with the mops?
As you say that, Adema, you see 2 of the guys you saw before come around the corner, one with a mop, one with a bucket. And they step in, immediately realize what's happening here, and freeze.
Get to your fucking duties, will you? What are you standing around for? Whatever squabble these two have, they can easily take outside.
Yes, my favorite 2 mooks, Moppy and Buck.
Yup, that's them. Cool. Yeah, is anyone going to move to take his head?
Not me.
Sure. Fuck it.
That's not gonna Warhammer, it's not gonna go well.
I'll pull it back around.
No, nor will a wooden club.
Holding it on, so.
Sure. Through all this, Danny is also approaching the big chair. All I'm saying, Astaria, is I'm not saying you can't be the next on the throne, but we don't decide that here. We do things properly. This power is not seized the way he did it, and she points at Razorgun's corpse. Moppy and Buck step in and start mopping up this blood, like heads down, trying to be invisible.
I think I have a better solution to dealing with this. I'm gonna pull out my last vial of oil, pour it over, and set the body on fire after I remove the head.
Indoors, lad.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Ew.
How much ventilation does this room have?
I mean, it's got a very, very high ceiling, at least. Like, it's 40 feet up to the ceiling.
For Christ's sake, you can't do that outside.
Is anyone gonna try to stop him before he actually
I keep
succeeds?
dragging the bloody body outside, especially with this going on.
That's what Mop and Bup are for.
I've been sending a message here too.
You want to send a message, just string them up in front of the fortress.
The person who I'm sending the message to is standing next to that chair.
Oh, good God.
Holy shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna... You're an experienced D&D player. I'm gonna say this very carefully. Are you sure?
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright, let's go. This guy was already walking over. For the record, this is Piran, her first mate. Danny's first mate with the flame hair. This is Mystaria's first mate, who you have not gotten a name for. He steps in and tries to grab you. Ithvik, would you like to give me an athletics or acrobatics check? He grabs you firmly by the arm. Would you like to try saying that again?
Your captain is not the king or queen yet.
Still wouldn't be wise to be threatening her.
Not. Get your hands off me, or I'm taking your eyes out, friend.
Hang on just a bloody minute, alright? I'm getting sick and tired of all you picking fights for no reason. We've just murdered a beast, alright? We should be drinking and celebrating. There's no parades that are running through the streets. We're sparing no expense, are we?
And we still need to figure out all this arcane stuff that's apparently been happening here.
In a minute, lad.
There's kind of a power struggle problem at the moment.
Really a power vacuum problem.
Yes.
How about we agree that things are a little heated right now, everyone just cool off, and we'll deal with this in the morning.
With a drink.
Mystaria says, I will leave if everyone leaves.
That is, in fact, the idea.
Danny says, I will agree to that, and we each put a man on the door to watch things. Mystaria agrees to that. And Mystaria slowly starts to walk back down the center aisle. You notice she does not take her eyes off of Danny, nor Danny her eyes off of Mystaria.
Valid.
Does everyone move to leave here?
If I try to move back towards his bedroom door, is someone gonna stop me?
Technically, there's an exit out that way that she could take after that.
Is there?
You said there was a door to the north leading out into the hallway.
Yeah,
I didn't.
we didn't open it.
Oh.
There's a door, I said there's a door to the east and to the west.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to see the supposed pit room. I'm the only one that hasn't seen the supposed pit room that people have seen.
I don't think Dama has seen that either.
I'll follow
correct.
Simon through that door.
I'll show him the picture of my mom and how scared she looks, so you all understand that like we really need to save her, if she can be saved.
Actually,
I want to take the mirror down.
Is Danny and Mystaria leaving and all that?
Oh yeah, they have stepped out, and Tumis and this guy here, who actually I didn't describe him. He's got a metal breastplate, a shield, and several pistols are along his belt. It's actually the party. Moppy and Buck left in this room.
Alright.
So we weren't included in that.
We're not a threat.
They assumed that you were also leaving, but were focused on each other.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough. In that case, I suppose I'm volunteering as the doorman.
They left people behind.
I was gonna say, I don't know which side we would count for, so I think they just have their own people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have people, so I'll volunteer to take that bit.
Who's
Are
got
you
the
sure?
Who's got the dagger that we took off him?
I do.
Guy has.
Blackeye does.
Razor Guns dagger.
Okay, yeah, you should probably come into this pit room too. We want to have all the arcane shit together. From
Yeah, I want to bring the mirror in too.
The mirror is heavy, but you can move it.
I can help.
Little help from my friends.
Yeah.
So I
Between
toss-
the two of you, there's no issue.
I toss Simon the book.
okay,
And actually, I try and find something to cover up the face of the mirror as well.
There was a curtain that had been over it that had fallen off in the combat. You pick that up and it fits pretty well over it, so that you can't really. Most of what someone on the other side would see is obscured.
Okay, perfect. Then head on into the fantastic pit room.
While we're in here, I'll hand Simon the old journal and say, I'll be needing this back afterward.
sure. So, with the runes in this room, the old journal, the dagger, presumably all of the arcane items and references that we have on hand, can I make an arcana roll to see if I can figure anything out beyond what we've already learned?
With advantage, even.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice!
There you go. You're not quite sure where the knowledge comes from, but these runes, when it says shadow, you almost instinctively, I don't even say instinctively because it's not specifically internal that this knowledge is coming from, but you know that that's referring to the Shadowfell, which is a parallel plane to the one you are on, but ruled by negative emotion and darkness, typically.
Like vacation.
It's not a nice place to be.
Is it a place that is could someone live and exist in this realm, or is it once they're there, they're dead?
Oh, life can exist there. It is. Oh, how deep do I want to go into the Great Wheel? So.
Out of character, there's threats, but it's possible.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I both out and in character know almost nothing.
So, at least as far as earlier in the campaign when we still had Vessa's character here.
Topaz.
Thank you, Topaz, here. We talked about the Feywild, which is again, parallel plane to what you're on is the prime material plane, it's called. And it is kind of the intersection between the Shadowfell and the Feywild. The Feywild is all positive emotions. That's where fairies and displacer beasts and blink dogs and things like that exist. The Shadowfell is more leans more towards undead, vampires, liches, that sort of thing. Very much like negative emotions. The kind of place where like you're. Sorry, go ahead.
Run by a being called the Raven Queen, is it not?
She does have an influence there.
Yeah.
But it's most of the entities there are constantly trying to gain supremacy over the other entities there.
As a magic-based check, I don't know should I share this one, Montu? Because I do know one detail about it that maybe
Sure, go ahead.
you could.
Sure.
Illusions are actually solid physical things in the shadows.
Yeah, typically, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is that the extent to which I have discerned? We have discerned?
You, as a reminder, the runes around the pit, which are currently not glowing and seem inert, were shadow, connection, and transportation.
Okay, so I'm going to make a hypothesis that this pit is a connection to the Shadowfell, I'm gonna look around and see these portraits. I'm going to guess that people were dropped into the pit, transported to the Shadowfell, and these pictures are a result showing who specifically has been tossed into this pit before us. That is the guess I'm making here.
So if this is an alternate dimension, and if these people are being sent there, it's not necessarily death. They could live it if they could survive it.
Just as an experiment, Simon is carrying a few things. I have a torch. I'm gonna toss one of my 5 torches into the hole and see what happens.
The hole itself is about 15 feet deep, I believe I said. Do you light the torch first?
Yes.
It falls 15 feet down and is burning at the bottom of the hole.
Okay. So it's not a constantly open portal. Something has to be done to activate it. That is what it seems like. I don't know if any of us are willing to toss themselves in to test this any further, but that's where we're at so far.
We have no idea where that goes.
I mean, it's a pretty safe guess at this point. The Shadowfell, this seems to be where things are pointing.
Yes, and if we go through and there's a cell on the other side, what do we do?
I don't know,
But I mean,
rogue.
there should be some sort of activation word or ceremony or ritual or something.
If there's some sort of cell, I imagine our rogue can break us out of it. With those thieves' tools that have been so helpful.
Probably, if it has a lock. Or a gate. But what if it doesn't?
We have magic. We have weapons.
I ain't got no magic left.
Well, then we'll rest and come back here tomorrow once we're refilled.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
There, so we're straight. Good. I don't know the best proponent of that, but still.
I think we should do what Adema said, have a little celebration, rest and relax, and consider our options tomorrow.
Sure. You know what? That's pretty fair. We've come a long way. We've overcome some pretty big hurdles. So we can as long as, I mean, Barry, I know, is very insistent on getting her mother back, probably ASAP, but I think we can take a little break before we see what's next for us.
Well, I'm sure we would all be a little best for getting a night's sleep and
Oh, at minimum.
getting in some stable health. And
Yeah, we're pretty messed up after
I know
that
I need
battle.
to commune with nature again soon, so I'd like to get out of this building.
He literally needs to touch grass.
Literally. All right.
Oh, there's plenty of beds around.
Yeah.
As if you want to risk sleeping in here.
Well, what we should figure out is if the people in here are going to murder us or not. We just killed their captain. We should make sure that, I assume that not everyone here was a fan of Razor Gum, but we don't know that for sure. We should establish if everyone here is cool with us being here or not.
Hey, Dama, make an insight check.
Very well. Completely unrelated to insight check, I would like to prepare Antoine's body for burial.
Cool.
Don't understand the damn thing.
Sure. Now you, Iphic already had put gold coins on Antoine's eyes.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving them in here for fucking Mop and Bucket to deal with.
Fair. You also see that Mop and Bucket, while a little bit shocked, don't seem particularly emotional about Razor Gum's death.
Yeah, so they were probably in the not a fan camp.
I don't think there was a lot of fans. I think it was more fear-based than anything.
Probably, but trying to be careful.
Yeah.
I did see a barracks around the bend. We could kind of commandeer. I could lock the door behind us. keep watch over the night so that anyone trying to sneak in would be caught.
Sure.
Oh, somebody's got to keep their eyes on the booty too.
I mean, I'll take night watch somewhere, wherever's good. I don't need as long a rest as everyone else. At least for my spell slots. But I probably should take a proper rest.
We can cycle out. It's not a big deal.
I goes looking for the closest bottle of alcohol back in here.
This is a crate of bottles of some kind, sitting by the throne.
Were you just thinking that, or did you say out loud that you were looking for alcohol?
He says that he's out to look for some alcohol.
I think Simon's going to immediately vomit in the hole.
Seems like you had your fill.
One is too many.
Well, I'll have two more for you.
So Simon has the book now, yeah?
I mean, we figured out what we need to figure out. I'll hand it back.
I mean,
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
He had everything on him at one point, the dagger,
Oh.
the book, and
Which book? The book or the journal?
My book.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said you wanted
was-
it back, so I hand it back.
Yeah. But you still have, like, the book that was found in what is presumably Racer Gum's room. Like,
Oh.
bedroom.
I mean, I can hang on to it for now unless someone wants to take them.
We're gonna call that loot. Anyone else chiming in here?
I'm gonna go over to the room over here and make sure that there's no one in there, because taking it over for the night apparently.
There are 5 bedrooms here, but one of them is Mystara's.
I was going to this one with 6 beds in it. A lot easier to keep watch if we're all in the same room.
Oh yeah. Unless the rank and file sleeps there.
Not tonight, they're not.
Oh, I guess if we're sticking around in here, I'll ask Isvik to show me where he found my mom's letter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you that after I'm done checking.
I guess I will go with.
What's going on?
I will go over.
And I guess I'll process now that Antoine is dead, and I'll feel a little sad.
Yeah, I'll take a minute. I was just starting to warm up to the guy.
F.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Hey, chat, can I get some Fs for Antoine?
Simon says a quiet prayer to himself for him and then proceeds southwards to look into the sleeping situation.
I'm gonna search this whole room. Do you want me to roll anything, or is there anything to find in the first place?
Simon nods at the other two as he goes past them.
Am I cutting out again?
No, you're good. I was finishing typing something, sorry. What's that?
Do you want me to roll anything to search the room just to be absolutely sure we're safe in here?
You have time to do it, so roll either perception or investigation with advantage.
Well, that's an easy choice for me.
I figured. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, aside from the beds aren't made when people got up this morning, there's no one hiding. There's nothing that you would particularly need to know about. You do see that the door does not have a lock on it.
I can figure something out.
That might be a problem.
Nah, there's 6 beds, but 5 of us.
I'm more talking about the fact that there's no lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna jam the door with the bed.
Simon, you should see a new addition in your inventory. That is the spellbook thing that Blackeye had in his chamber.
The witch, sorry?
Is it here?
I don't see anything.
What the hell? I said that you are. It might be under items on the right-hand panel. Because I've configured it so that you are owner. Or it might be under the handouts folder if it shows you the folders.
I have attributes
Looks like
inventory.
a briefcase at the top of the right-hand bar. I can just drag it onto your character sheet. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not seeing it.
No, all good. Yeah, now it is at the bottom of your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Barry, you wanted me to lead you somewhere, right?
Yeah, to whatever room where you found them.
Alright.
Cool.
I don't know.
Come on over to me, because I was already long gone. I directed you guys more or less to the west of the throne room.
There you are.
Yeah, Kai, in that crate by the throne, you find a couple bottles of wine, actually.
There you go.
There were also a couple empty bottles in there, too.
I open one. Toss the others out.
That room is this way. Oh.
Yeah, you can't walk through walls, my friend.
Sometimes it lets me move in an angle like that out of a doorway, so other times it doesn't.
Yeah, it
It's just like,
Yeah.
Foundry, just be cool with the pathing.
yeah. Oh, I know. It can be annoying, but like, because you have vision through the entire movement, it could reveal things that
Yeah.
we don't want revealed just yet. So it makes sense.
This
All right. So, okay. Everyone's settling in to just kind of watch the fort overnight.
Pretty much.
Literally hold the fort.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Are you going to be joining us in the barracks room for safety, or are you going to try to sleep in here?
I'll come in a little bit. So you might have to move that bed like twice. Which sucks for you, but like, I don't know.
I'll leave it open for a little bit.
Sucks for you, but deal with it.
Right.
I'm gonna head off to Razor Gum's room with wine bottle in hand and investigate in there.
Cool. One moment.
You said that he had the flag of my village up on the wall of the main room, right?
Yes.
I think before turning in for the night, Simon's gonna go back in there and fly up and take that flag down and keep it with him.
Yep.
Sure, you do that. Okay.
I still did take some of the treasure. So,
Yeah,
On the-
you
even if we can't get it back,
grabbed
we'll...
7 pounds of gold,
Jesus.
which is, going by weight conversions, 350 gold pieces. Because 50 coins is 1 pound.
Fuck.
That's why I had to, like, I was wanting to look up, like, how much weight is a cubic foot of gold?
I think while everyone's scuttling around doing whatever, Simon's gonna, since I haven't had my turn to take a look at these 2 back rooms, I think Simon's gonna poke his head in here and make his own investigation.
Sure. Do you guys want to work together in that investigation in there?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Sure. One of you roll investigation with advantage.
Let's see who's
Is
is
mine
bigger.
any good? I only have a +1 to mine.
I got +3.
You go for it then.
All right. Could be better.
Okay. Still not awful. Barry already grabbed at least something off of this little table. But you also, in kind of poking around, you see under the bed there's a couple of spare pairs of boots, and you find, while I've said essentially all the other beds that are actively being slept in aren't made, that his bed is meticulously made. You also, with a 14, that's what you find with that.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Simon's gonna poke his head through each of these doors and see what's behind each one.
That leads into the treasure room.
Simon makes note of that. Maybe coming in here later. Take a look through this one.
You don't know that that's there.
Oh. Okay, then I will look at this
One
one.
in the east.
Yes. That seems to be an interior garden. However, as much as it's a natural area on the interior of the building, it is very, very dark. What do you see? Okay. These blue plants seem to be glowing faint, like the flowers on those bushes seem to be glowing faintly.
I think I'm gonna call Kai in here, him being our nature expert, to take a look at this.
Yeah, I'll head on over. Am I able to identify them in any sort of way?
Here, I will move you over there. Do I not have a light source in that room? Fuck.
I'm not sure.
Do you just not have vision in this room for some reason?
Doesn't seem like it.
I've got dark vision,
The
but
hell?
I believe this is
But,
the
like-
second time this has happened.
This program sometimes, guys, I swear. Anyway, could you give me a nature check? Okay.
oh, nice!
I'm a nat 20s today, Jesus.
What do I call this plant? I had it written down in a notebook. I've lost years ago. But this is actually a subterranean plant that gives off, like, it's a little bit bioluminescent in its own right. Usually found in like dwarven mines. But it can be used as a natural light source on its own, or that it can also be made into a poison that can interfere with a creature's dark vision.
Okay. I tell Simon about it and
Well,
what its uses are.
interesting. He must have been cultivating these for a reason.
Quite possibly using it on some of his enemies.
Probably. Well, hopefully it won't be a threat to anyone else going forward. But we'll keep note of it in case we need to make use of it ourselves, possibly.
It takes a bit that I can actually like dry out for myself.
Sure. Give me another nature check to do so without like destroying what you're trying to grab. Do you have an herbalist kit? Is that it? I need a different book that I don't have immediately beside me. I will return to the chair momentarily.
I have a healer's kit and an herbalism kit.
Herbalism kit is what I was looking for.
Moment.
Xanathar's, because it has what different kits can do.
He is returning momentarily.
Yes.
Contains a variety of instruments such as clippers, mortar and pestle, pouches and vials used by herbalists to create remedies and potions.
Your herbalism kit. Okay. Give me that nature check.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to pretty easily actually take a couple of these blossoms that are glowing a bit, and you press them carefully and put them into your herb pouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can I call these?
What did I call them? I will call them deep shadow flowers. Although I reserve the right to change that in future.
All right.
Worth noting that herbalism kit does not make poisons. There's a specific kit for that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Did
Well,
they really not sort the kits alphabetically? That's gonna bug me. Jesus. Yeah. Anyway.
all right. Well,
While I'm waiting for them to get done with that, can I set a trap at the door? Just a simple triple.
Sure. What is the effect of the trap?
should you maybe wait until we're in the room to do that?
Also that.
I'm gonna warn you guys of it as you come up. I'm not just gonna let you run into it. And it's just I'm just gonna hang a bell from it, and it's there to trip them and alert us to that someone breaking in.
It's mostly just like a door alarm. Sure.
More or less, yeah.
It's a low DC, but give me a survival check. With proficiency because you have thieves' tools. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. So yeah, give me a thieves' tools check. It specifically in here has for thieves' tools like setting a trap. Whatever you roll on your thieves' tools is the DC of someone trying to discover or disable the trap.
Damn, I rolled terrible.
Okay, DC 8.
It can still work.
Yeah.
It's possible, but that's a pretty easy check.
This is not your best work.
I just walk in and see a bell on a string.
That is basically what I was doing, yes.
So, worth noting probably for you, in your Thieves' Tools kit, there's a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle for checking corners, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also,
what kits does
as
everyone have? So they can
part of that, I have string and bell as well, which is what I was using, so.
Yeah.
I also have a healer's kit.
Yeah, your herbalism kit, because I've got that right here, has pouches to store herbs, clippers, and leather gloves for collecting plants, a mortar and pestle, and several glass jars. Healer's kit I saw in here a little bit ago, or I'm just blind. That's also possible.
I do have rope.
That's not a kit.
Yeah. In terms of I was just saying, like, for the purposes of setting this specific thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have 100 feet of rope on me. I'm good.
The closest thing I have to a quote-unquote kit is a component pouch.
A component pouch is a specific thing for like.
Yeah, for warlock
It's kind of
spells.
your focus, right? So.
Well, it was my focus if I didn't have my packed weapon.
Yes.
It has the same effect as focus. As long as the component doesn't require money, you can use this as it.
A healer's kit doesn't list the components. Typically, it's just like bandages and things. But that can be used as an action to stabilize a dying creature.
Yeah.
Also, if you have the healer feat, you can spend one of 10 uses in a healer's kit to restore, I think it's a d4 plus 1 to a creature, I think, as your action. Let me check the player's handbook. Ugh. Yeah. Barry, do you have cook's utensils?
I think so.
You probably, like, if you don't, take them. You can have them.
Well, I have proficiency in cook's utensils.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there would be some on the ship that like it's kind of a kit for you to take with you when you're not on the ship too, if you want.
Okay.
Okay. All right. With the healer feat, when you use a healer's kit to stabilize a dying creature, they also regain 1 hit point, which is actually huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as an action, you can spend 1 use of a healer's kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points to it, plus additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice.
That's pretty reasonable.
The creature can't regain hit points from this feat again until it finishes a short or long rest. That means essentially the maximum... Yeah, it's essentially 1d6 plus 4 plus your character level.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's actually probably stronger if you use it on, like, NPCs. Because they generally have more HP, or at least more hit dice than you guys do. Anyway. Yeah. Any other kits people want to know about? Because I have that book
Nope, I
open.
think we're good.
Okay. That is
After
more or
gathering
less...
the herbs, we'll
Actually,
head back to the room.
Sure. Okay. Barry, were you wanting to look around in that room?
Yeah, just to see, you know, if there's anything left, like of hers that she left behind.
Give me an investigation check. Okay. You...
This fucking door.
I did my best to line up the grid that I used to make the map in Incarnate line up with... Yeah, I got you, friend.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the column I went through the first time.
Yeah. The desk in there has some drawers, and in one of the drawers you actually find like some clothing of hers. It's mostly just like typical, like a couple shirts, an extra pair of pants, but you find a cloak that has a brooch on it, and the brooch looks like it's actually the design that is on the sign of your father's tavern back in Haven. It's a very nice. It's not like it's a very nice, like warm woolen cloak that even seems like it would resist rain some as well.
Okay, I'll take the cloak and brooch.
Okay. When I say brooch, I mean like clasp is the word I wanted.
Clasp, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, what's Adema been up to through this?
I need to get these bodies out of here with Mop and Buck. Specifically, I'm going to put Antoine inside of a bedroll, the 2 pieces of him that exist, and then we're going to take up what remains of Razor Gun, provided we have the head, I'm assuming, and get this out of the fort, because if you leave a dead body overnight, you're going to have a bad time in the morning.
In one sense or another, yeah. You do all of that. What do you do with each body?
Razor Gun, we can toss him off the side of a ditch. I would like to take Antoine to the coast if possible.
Sure.
Burial at sea.
Yeah.
More or less, that's the idea.
The guys seem more than happy to toss Blackeye. Like as soon as you say like, here you fucking go, they're like, all right, cool, yeet.
We should like put him up on a fucking stake and like have a fucking a burning.
I've already burned him.
If you'd like to dig him out of that trench, you're welcome to, but I'm not going down there for him.
And they help you out with what you need. You get down to... Now, when you say to the coast, you just go down to like the beach in town?
Correct.
Okay. You get some weird looks.
Carrying a corpse.
Yeah. But like this is seawater in the bay here, so you can do whatever you're looking to do.
Then take him out of the bedroll, and at least at the torso, there's not much I can do for the bottom half. And
I was gonna say, which way did he get split? Didn't he get ripped like horizontally, so split down the middle?
No, he was split like legs off, more or less, like at the waist.
Okay.
Claws went in here and ripped outwards.
Okay. I imagine him holding him by each side and ripping the two sides sideways. But if that's how it happened, then that's how it happened.
That's grim.
Very grim. All right. Things that we talked about in D&D. How we ripped this guy in half. Anyway. You do your burial sort of, well, I suppose.
Got sundown, set him adrift, he'll probably sink. Well, I guess he'll float because he's dead, huh? Yeah. Shove him off there, say a prayer to Thassa. May he find, I don't know.
May he find fucking something.
Peace in the ever-changing waves. And then say my prayer for the day and head back to the fort.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Are you guys going to discuss your plan from here on?
I think once we're all in the same bedroom, we can probably talk shop.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Everyone's just kind of dealing with their processing everything in their own way and dealing with their own stuff at the moment until we're all in the bedroom, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Sweet. That, everyone eventually ends up back in the room here. No one trips the bell because it warns you. And
Not that it's hard to see, but still.
No, well, it's still one of the things, like, if you're not really looking for it, you might not catch it. But yeah.
As funny as that thing it would be to see when you fall on your face and just hear it's faint jingling.
Okay.
I give everyone a good berry as they come into the room.
Ooh. Everyone gains 1 hit point from eating that good berry. Also,
Nice.
it's your meal for the day.
I mean, I have some rations on me. I do have rations on me if I need it.
Yeah. Well, good berry, like, feeds you for the day. You don't need anything more.
Okay.
It is just 1 berry. Like, think you're eating a blueberry. It's the D&D equivalent of lembas bread.
Yeah, it's more or less the idea that everybody's going to feel like they're kind of full as we're not enough to sleep. And
AKA, we don't want to deal with eating mechanics.
Pretty much.
Once everyone's in, I'm gonna move this bed and wedge it in the doorway, and I'm gonna sleep on it.
Sure. Okay.
Lay on it. I'm keeping watch, but
yeah. All right. You're discussing the plan? Yes.
So
I ask out of character because as the DM, I want to know what you guys are planning to do.
I think it's safe to say once we're all in the same room and we can start discussing what the hell we're doing.
So that happened.
I think the immediate question is, are we going to try throwing someone in the hole and see what happens?
I don't think that's too good an idea, as I said before, but not many other options.
Perhaps we should find a way that we can open the portal and then see if we do want to go about going into it. Maybe after opening it, we'll get a good indication that we do not want to go into it.
Yeah, maybe if we can activate this runic setup that's happening here the portal will hopefully be something we could see through without having to necessarily step through. I mean, I could try flying through it, and if things look bad, perhaps fly back out.
And then I think we should also put some effort into finding out what happened to Barry's mom and the prince. They may be also connected with this portal and this Shadowfell or whatever it was called.
Question on that. While I was in the room looking at the portraits, can you describe to me the other portraits that would have been there aside from Barry's mom? I know you did mention that previously, but now that I've looked at them.
There was a portly human chef.
And a dwarf.
Yeah, an armored dwarf.
With a hammer.
Yeah, with a hammer. Actually, he's not armored. He has what looks like a blacksmith's apron on. And the dwarf just looks pissed off.
Okay, and
So like a dwarf.
yeah, and those are it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were 3 other empty portraits. Like, no paintings, just like the frame.
Okay, so if my theory is accurate, and these portraits are of people who were captured, thrown in the hole, transported to Shadowfell, I didn't see the Elven Prince in there, so maybe he is somewhere else. That is up in the air currently, I think. But if these
There's
are...
only one door we didn't check in this entire place, and it was under guard.
Yeah, that is something we'll have to look into as well. So I think before we do anything with the hole, since the men here seem to be on our side, seeing as we deposed their fear-inspiring leader, perhaps they will let us investigate the door we did not investigate before, and then we can decide what to do with the runic pit after that.
I think by possibly
Good
finding
debate.
Barry's mom within that runic pit.
Yeah. Any other?
Itchy.
Uh-huh.
Did you say Elven Prince?
I specifically remember that when we set out, we were told to find, or one of the crimes that Razorgum had committed was the kidnapping of an elven prince. I went back and watched the VOD to make sure of that.
I think you misheard the name of the prince, which I am typing here. Prince Aelmund III Alvaron.
You might have
Oh.
been crossing some wires, because we did meet an Elven Prince, but he was dead.
Yeah, also that.
Oh shit. Prince Campfire was that prince? Maybe?
No.
No,
Prince
I'm sorry.
Prince Campfire was not the prince you were looking for. I will tell you that for free.
Okay, okay.
This is not the prince you're looking for.
Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm not the best at keeping multiple ongoing long lore
good.
threads going.
There's a lot going on.
I recommend a notebook.
Yeah, I probably should. Well, that's part of the reason why I wanted to record these.
Oh, it's super fair.
Okay, so
yeah.
my understanding has been that part of what we're... Okay, so the prince that we're looking for is not an elven prince. Is that what you're telling me? Did I misheard that part?
Correct, and if you want to make a history check, you could find out a little bit more about it.
I would love to do that.
Okay, so, Prince Aelmund III Alvaron, is the, or was the crown prince, son of, actually I forget the name I gave his father, half-brother to the current king, Norvin.
Let's just say Elmin the Second. If he's Elmin
No.
the oh, okay. If he's Elmin the Third,
The original, like, King Aelmin was the hero king people believe was sent by Pelor to help liberate what is now Alvaranus from, like, marauding orcs and hobgoblins, and it was not a good time about 300 years ago. That believed favor from Pelor is why the worship of Pelor is still, at least among humans, the dominant sort of faith in Alvaranus. the line of like the and heritage line. I don't even know the correct word.
Lineage.
The lineage of King Aelin, the Hero King, whatever. They are actually Aasimar,
Okay.
which are the like half celestial race.
So the prince that was kidnapped by Razorgum is a young Aasimar prince.
Correct.
Okay, and we've seen no sign of him so far.
Correct.
And he was not one of those portraits.
Correct.
Okay, so whereabouts still unknown. Possibly in the one room we haven't looked, but we'll check on that in the morning.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, ideas, plans?
Also tomorrow I would like to inquire to some of the ships coming in if they had to pay a tithe to the dragon turtle or not.
Yeah, we should check on if that resolved itself.
All right. Awesome.
Well,
Cool.
good job, everyone, despite the fact that you all acted on emotion instead of logic and ruined my carefully laden plans. We managed to eke out a win.
Well, it's really hard to control a raging barbarian who is raging about their mother.
I am not faulting that at all.
So we just went with it. I figured we would just help out in the best way possible.
Two things.
Slightly
A
ashamed.
member of my crew was upset, and I'm not getting in her way anyway.
Valid. All right. I think we're gonna call it there. Great session, everyone. Lots of information. It seems like we have action sessions and then investigation sessions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did we level up from that last
Yes.
battle?
You're long resting. You hit level 6.
Awesome.
Yay.
Also, at the start of next session, Itchy, we're gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Because you spent orb charges.
I sure did.
Let's play Roll That Curse. All right.
It was always going to come to this eventually.
And yeah, you guys can now choose who wants my cloak after this. I'm not gonna need it.
I already have a cloak, so.
Oh boy. Oh, you're 3rd level ranger now?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, my long rest says the orb is back to full charges?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it said it recharges at dusk, I think.
It says full at sunset.
Yeah, at sunset. Okay, yeah. Which is dusk.
Okay.
And then, generally if you're long resting, you're just sleeping through all of that. But then also at the end of that long rest, you would roll. But we'll do that at the start of the next session, because suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll worry about doing the actual level up before we do the next session, while we're preparing next time.
Sure. I see people are rolling their HP increases. Barry got a little bit unlucky.
I did.
I did good, so did Adama.
Yeah. Ifuk did very well.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna need it because if you're, I think I'm only taking a couple more of ranger, then it's just all rogue.
Nice.
Oh. Just looking at the HP comparison between Barry and Ifuk right now.
Wait, do I actually have more now? I hope
No,
not.
but you're close.
Very close. Ooh.
Wow.
Yep. Right there.
Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, I know this wasn't the most like adrenaline-filled session, but I think this went really well. Sounds like everyone had fun. And thank you for joining us. It was a good time.
It's all for the sake of proper pacing. Gotta have some downtime after a big climactic boss battle.
Exactly.
We learned some stuff, had some conversations.
Words were exchanged. Certain people exchanged some very heated words. But yeah. Tune in next week for more. Probably next week for more.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, if you want to do your outro.
Yeah, thank you to anyone who stopped by to watch this live, and if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching it there as well. As always, make sure to follow the Twitch channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel of the same name on both platforms. And let us know what you thought in the comments, and if you have any ideas of things you'd like to see on the channel, let me know. Until then, we are going to raid to my very good friend and fellow Stream On member, Canadian Chad, who is currently playing Call of Duty Warzone. Alright, thank you very much, and we will see you next time on BluePopStream.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Hopefully this VOD comes out good, because it's my first time recording on the new computer.
All right.